Oh, I don't know. This is tough for me to come on here today of all days to bring up. We have had something that we as the American people have grown to love and enjoy and expect taken away from us.
Mm-hmm.
And that, of course, is every year getting not one, but two opportunities to watch Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore go at it every year. They're going to get into a fist fight on the field. Yeah, the Saints and the Bucs gave us everything that we wanted to see as football fans. And now the Saints have to go ahead and trade Marshawn Lattimore to the Washington Commanders. They've already played the Bucs this year, so we have been deprived of fight number 2. There is nothing that is going to come good out of this.
I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
It's 2 minutes for roping.
I like that.
You're a jabroni.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday night. It's What the Show, and I just want to add quickly to what Mike was saying there by saying the poor bastards that will forever be known as Generation Z are doomed to be the first generation of Americans who will grow up with a lower standard of living from what their parents enjoyed. And by that, I mean no more Marshawn Lattimore fights. We're not talking about the fucking election tonight, guys. We're going to take some respite. We're going to talk about movies. We're going to talk about...
I watched a movie.
You watched a movie?
I watched a movie. I watched
The movies. You
Two
watched
movies.
2 movies.
Wow.
Two
what
movies. Juice,
were
what did
they?
you watch?
I rewatched one movie and then watched... I rewatched an 80s movie and then watched its 2024 sequel. Hang on.
Are you
can't
doing
remember.
it?
I have
Are
a
you
hunching.
doing it? Yeah, we know we doing it.
I watched Beetlejuice and Beetlejuice,
Ah.
and Beetlejuice.
Quit saying the name, man.
Beetlejuice.
Can I just say, for reasons we're not going to name, I really would like to watch Twisters this week because I think it's what we all need.
Oh, man, I should.
We all need fire tornadoes in our lives.
I want to see a man put fireworks into a tornado again.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to do a sparkler, but Mike told me no.
No, I didn't. I encouraged it.
He didn't technically encourage you.
Mike?
What were your thoughts, Juice, on Beetlejuice? Man,
I have my back on this one.
It was a movie. I watched a movie.
Yeah.
I think it was just kind of like having just watched the first one again. I was like, I don't know if this was necessary, but I enjoyed it for sure. But I just don't know.
I felt the same way about it's not something like I need. Like when I saw it, I needed. Like I don't regret.
Yeah, I don't regret it. Like I didn't have a bad time, but I just.
But yeah, I don't also have any urge to watch it again anytime soon.
Yeah, maybe one. But it was
Yeah,
good.
I have no motivation to watch it, which feels bad, man. But
I thought Michael. Yeah, I thought Michael Keaton was great as Beetlejuice.
It's not what. Catherine O'Hara.
Yeah, Catherine Harris, fantastic. Jenna Ortega is kind of like, all right, well, I think she's better in Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough because it's like she's just kind of.
I just feel like Tim Burton just gave her the same role. I don't know. I don't know motivation to have motivation. I want everyone to know if you think I look like crap, I want you to know I feel like crap too.
But you know who doesn't feel like crap? Fortunately, Marshawn Lattimore and Mike Evans, because the two of them are getting out of the fight game, apparently. Like, We need a new rivalry, or the Bucks just need to trade Evans into the NFC East. I need my double dose of Lattimore and Evans fights every year.
But we're past the trade deadline. But who do you go to? Do we make him a giant?
Ooh, I mean, I guess that's the most logical destination. Because I don't want the Cowboys to have anything nice. So we go, give them the Giants.
Listen, it might be a terrible week for America, but it's a terrible week for America's team.
Oh. Hey! You mean the Cooper Rushers?
Yeah.
That we all know that the Detroit Lions are not America's team. Okay. Juice, the locks are just flowing today, and I need you to know
They
that.
are.
I also need everyone
They're
to know
long.
how long I can do the plushie bit because it's getting a little warm.
You complaining about being warm is unusual.
I know. But I do love all my little plushie friends, and they are bringing me joy.
Oh. Well, you know what?
So
what
you
else?
watched 2 movies. I watched a movie this past week, and it's been since our anniversary show.
Yeah.
I watched The Substance, and guys,
First, they have names and tea preferences. Like, oh, is that even a question? This guy right here is Ulumel, and he's from Hawaii, and we don't deserve Hawaii. They're so great. But he's very adorable, and he has a little hidden Mickey on his shell. And all my porgs do have names. This is my emotional support peacock. I never fly without it. E.T., obviously. This is Herbie. He's one of my porgs. He is named Herbie because I received him as a birthday gift, and we were currently staying at Disney All-Star Movies, and we were in the Herbie the Love Bug area. So he got named Herbie. This one is named, I'll tell you which one, porg. This one is Elliot. Elliot Talks. Mm-hmm. And this one here, I want everyone to know I named this one before I knew that J.K. Rowling was a transphobe. But this is Molly and Fred and George, our little twins. But it's stuck
Fred and
now,
George.
even though I know what I know now. But it's fine. And yes, I have lots of friends.
by the way,
After
well,
the regularly scheduled programming. But honestly, that was very cleansing for my soul. So thank you everyone for indulging in that.
no, absolutely. I think we need more turf
whole-
plusheries, maybe
The whole
no,
toy chest.
not the turf plushies. I'm sorry. It's her name stuck, and I can't change it now. But it's fine,
But I am officially breaking the seal of I have been raw dogging democracy for the past 48 hours. So we're just going to go ahead and add my mixer here to that little bit of vodka I poured. Just a little bit of vodka. I'm just going to throw in the there was a special caption there where there we go. The dead billionaire.
Well, I have some sad news.
Oh.
I accidentally left the light on in my Halloween horror cup.
The
and
battery
The battery died.
We're gonna have to get you a new
I
battery.
think I'm sure it's a new battery, as I discovered while carrying it when I dropped it and the thing popped off. But
Juice, I thought of you the other day when we were watching the Detroit game, and it just looked so miserable and cold and wet in Wisconsin. And I was like, Juice lives there all the time.
I went to it just happened. I just so happened to be running some errands and
On your scooter?
stopped for a post. Not on a scooter, it's too cold.
Scooter right now.
Stopped for some pints at a pub, and yeah, the game was on, and yeah, it was kind of funny watching all the Packer fans just.
I bet you they were real bad for it. I love that for them, truly.
If we can't play in the rain, how do we play in the snow? Just stuff like that. It was kind of funny.
Gonna be a problem for that.
They were defeated, like America, when they found out that they're no longer getting two Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore fights a year.
Aren't we all really defeated?
But, okay, the fact that there were 2 ejections in the NFL the week before Marshawn Lattimore was traded is kind of hilarious.
That's a fair point, actually.
And one of them was Puka Nacua.
I know. Not who I would have had money on. If I was a betting woman, which I am.
You could have made a shitload of money if you bet on
Right?
Puka
Like,
Nacua
Jesus.
getting injected.
No wild time, honestly.
By the way, also I watched Shrinking for season 2 this week. Have you guys watched any of season 2 of Shrinking yet?
No.
Okay.
I've only watched one episode of season 1, so.
Is it a spoiler to say that one of the writers of the show is in the show now?
No, my mom already told me that Brett Goldstein is in it. Oh, wait.
Okay.
Sorry
okay.
for anyone else who didn't want that spoiled.
Oh my god. he's so good. He's a normal Brett Goldstein. He's not like a Roy Kent.
He's not like a Roy Kent. Like he's like more Brett. I love that for him, honestly.
Like
we went to go see Venom, as Detroit's own Eminem would say, and this guy, as we were walking in, I was like, I can't wait to see my girl. And then oh my god, why am I blanking on her name right now? Because I said it, Juno Temple. Thank you. I said it literally walking to the theater, and now I'm blanking. It's been a long day because of the fight thing, obviously.
Marshawn Lattimore and Mike Evans,
and no other reason.
Again.
It's just that I'm upset about, clearly. But anywho, so we're walking in, and I was like, can't we see my girl Juno Temple? And I was like, too bad there won't be like, Roy Kent being like oi at her, whatever. Then which I said, Mike hears me, supposedly, but he doesn't because he has no hearing. We walk into the movie. We're about 20 minutes into the movie, and he goes, why do I know her? And I was like, because she's Keely from Ted Lasso, and I made a reference to her as we literally walked into this epic movie. Oh, yeah.
And I think that Venom has, as a franchise, has starred the most stars of Ted Lasso between her and Football is Life guy, Danny Rojas.
Yeah. Christo, whatever his real name is. I'm so sorry that I'm blanking on it right now.
So here's my thing, though, is that I couldn't pinpoint Juno Temple. However, later on in the movie...
Oh, my God. This is so him, honestly.
Later on in the movie, there's a family that Eddie meets up with, and the mom is played by the bitchy waitress from Waiting, and I immediately recognized her.
Yeah, like, that's the bitchy waitress from Waiting. And I was like, of course you recognize her.
Holy shit.
May I also say kudos to Venom for maybe being the most, I'm going to award it now. I'm going to go on record and say the most normal teeth movie of 2024. So many people with normal effing working teeth. And I was like, thank you. Probably because there's a lot of British people in it. But I was like, thank
you. You're cutting out. And I think you're cutting out because the last thing we heard was normal teeth because no British people. And Edward Thomas Hardy is British. You are muted.
It sounded like a mic, like a
Oh?
port. There we go.
Okay.
I was saying normal teeth, and I think that's because it's so many British people. Because British people are still like okay with having normal teeth and don't buy ridiculously looking veneers. I'm looking at you, Matthew Stafford. So I was like, oh, like Juno Temple is British, obviously. Tom Hardy is British. Reese, what's his name? Him.
I thought you were saying
or
it's because they'll continue to have fluoride in their water. We're not talking about the election shit.
But yes, just a bunch of normal looking teeth. Like Tom Hardy has normal looking teeth, and I love that for him. Never change. Don't change your teeth. They're so normal looking. I love that.
British people are not in mourning because their version of football did not suffer a gigantic loss yesterday. The wankers are going to get to watch their wankers just flop around like fish on the field while the United States has been deprived of 2 Marshawn Lattimore and Mike Evans fights a year.
Okay, speaking of specifically targeted jokes,
not good.
I feel like my entire thing about Tom Hardy's first name actually being Ed, which is a fact. Edward Thomas Hardy is his legal name.
That Ed Hardy
Is-
motherfucker.
Did not know that.
That's such a Robert Adams joke to just say, I keep on telling people about this, but don't tell him that I told you, because like if he knows that I told you, he would try to fight me. And even though he's short, I am very scared of him.
That's fair.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. His legal name. Look it up. Just go to his Wikipedia page. Edward Thomas Hardy.
That'd be his name. Obviously, he couldn't take it because it was already taken famously.
By a motherfucker.
Otherwise, he'd be like,
No,
you might
Thomas
be
Hardy.
an Ed Hardy
Confirmed.
fan.
No,
here.
Robert, you don't seem like an Ed Hardy fan. You seem like somebody who would get the joke. But do you remember when we had tattoos on our t-shirts?
Yeah.
What a time, y'all. Maybe we should go back to it.
We're
There-
not going back. We're not talking about the election.
Okay. Simpler times.
Ed Hardy had a store in the Mall of America, and I remember walking past it, and I just smelled the Axe body spray, and I just had to keep walking.
The Mall of America, the Mighty Ducks. Oh,
The
Simple
Rainforest
Times.
Cafe.
the Rainforest Cafe. Guys, can we all just meet up to go to Galveston, Texas and go to the Rainforest Cafe that has a ride in it? Because I really think that could like heal a little piece of my heart right now. Not the full heart, but at least a little piece of it.
Robert Adams, how far is Galveston from you?
Wait, how did you not know that Peggy is short for Margaret? Well, I'm happy you know now. That I just feel like that's something I've known. But I guess everyone
Margaret Hill.
learned that at some point. Do you know what someone didn't know the other day? That Billy is short, or Billy is short for William.
William.
Like they were really surprised by that.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I don't know. It's just a thing. Don't ask me the reason behind it.
I feel like I heard that too. Wait, did you? Yeah, did you tell us that before? The William
me?
Bill thing?
I don't know, but I told my friend who didn't know, I said, have you not seen Pirates of the Caribbean? Bootstrap Bill, William Turner.
Yeah, you
It
did.
had the
Yeah,
same
you
name.
did tell us that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Wild concept.
Yeah,
to me
you did
people
tell that.
didn't know that.
Because I was gonna say somebody else just said that.
So,
Yeah.
so you know what I think of when you bring
I
up
must have
William?
told you this before. Yes.
I think about bourbon, Evan Williams.
Mm.
But that brings me back to what I've been depraved of. Because
Mike Williams?
I'm gonna need you to stop it with this bit.
well, I'm not depraved of Mike Williams. Mike Williams is happily gone bye-bye. But
Well, he's on IR, but
Oh, sad.
no, he's not. He's on the fucking Steelers.
About 4 hours.
oh
from
no,
now,
I was thinking Mike
Robert
Evans. Mike
Robert
Evans.
is saying he
Okay.
can meet up with us
We-
to do this great Texas.
We are going to
Time.
the Rainforest Cafe. We are going to go on this ride, whatever this crazy ass ride is.
This isn't Galveston,
And-
right? Am I making that up? Or is it the one that's in San Antonio? No, it's not San Antonio because San Antonio is on the Riverwalk.
Riverwalk.
The Galveston one is the one with the ride. Okay.
Yeah. And then we can all mourn Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore no
Yes.
longer fighting.
Is this the 2025 WTS adventure? Like, is this?
I
the
hope
pitch?
so. Because I would just like to say Bike is also short for Bicycle, yes. And Mike is short for
Mycicle.
Mycicle.
Yeah.
Is that
That's
from?
what I've heard.
Is that from something?
I don't
She has
know.
quotes.
It is quote, so I'm going to assume yes. Lego, tell us in the chat if that is a quote.
No,
from me. Oh.
I know this, and it's not.
It's not from Club Dread.
I can tell you that much.
It's not from Sky High.
It's not from Double Dragon.
I don't think it's
If
from.
you are making a playlist of like fun,
Oh, it's right. Okay, it's just an
happy-
online
she read
joke.
it
Okay.
online. It's not her joke. Okay. Happy
I swear
movies
it's a
to
movie
watch
club.
this weekend for no particular reason.
Broken Lizard
What
Club
would
Dread.
you put on it? Because I already know his answer. It's gonna be Club Dread. I think Twisters. If you feel it, chase it.
Mallrats.
And go watch
Dracula.
the Substance. The Substance fucking rules.
Watch the Substance. Okay.
What
I'm
are
down.
the chances you guys actually watch The Substance? Like, be real.
Is it a movie?
It's a body horror movie. It's gross.
Yeah, not Adam.
Probably not. I'm not a big body horror girly pop.
Okay, so yeah, I know this, and that's why I was just like,
Okay, so
probably
yeah, I
not.
Well, I like the
Oscar
same thing.
level performances from Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley. Basically, the concept is like, can we do spoilers for The Substance? Can we do a banner?
Put a record on there, yeah.
Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm
Spoiler.
You got it. You guys got it. You want me to do it?
Little substance.
Okay. I'm typing with one hand. Other hand's here.
Bongo the stone crab.
got high as a kite.
Great.
We play this,
So-
Mike.
I know.
So, the entire idea of The Substance is like, Demi Moore plays a aging exercise instructor. And she was like an Olivia Newton-John, let's get physical, like exercise instructor, right? And she's, her age, but she's still Demi Moore, and she's gorgeous, right? But she gets in a car accident, she's injured, and like she's about to lose her job because she's aging out of it, and she gets subjected to, or she gets elicited for this drug trial where basically you can grow a younger self out of yourself. So like she takes the shot, like she has to give herself the shot, and her new beautiful body that's younger, like in her 20s, comes out of her body, right? And like that body wants more of the life than hers, but you have to trade back every 7 days. So every time that she stays in her younger body for more than 7 days, the older body gets more decrepit, and it ends up getting like disfigured and like nasty as fuck. Like it's just awful. Like Hunchback of Notre Dame, like just disfigured shit, right? So at the end, like by not switching back and forth, the younger body starts decaying like that, and she tries to take the substance again, and then they merge into a monster that like the younger body's name is Sue, and the older body's name is Elizabeth, and they become Monstro Elizasu, and they become this big glob, and then they explode all over like their equivalent of the Oscars in a pool of blood.
That is said in the movie, that name?
No, there's a title card saying Monstro Elizasu.
Right.
And then they go into the scene of the glob monster. It's fucking sick. Watch The Substance. It's so good because it also made me cry. And like most of the time that I had hot bile spits, like not all the time that I had hot bile spits because there were many times. Most of the time it was emotional, but the rest were because it was disgusting as fuck.
What is a hot bile spit?
You know when you get like that little bit of puke in the back of your mouth and like you take care of it? Yeah. I had hot bile spits like most of the movie.
I don't know if that's really selling it for me.
But like most of it was like for emotional reasons. And like it's also the best cinematography I've seen this year, best special effects. And Demi Moore deserves an Oscar. Dennis Quaid deserves an Oscar, which is really funny because he did that instead of like he did a great performance in that instead of a stupid fucking Reagan movie that was a passion project they sunk hundreds of millions of dollars into. We're not talking about the election.
They really need to put that on the poster.
Honestly, like if I got a pull quote that was just hot bile spits, AJ Lancaster, like peak moment. It's way better than my pull quote that I got for Nope, which I actually got a pull quote for Nope. Y'all ever just remember that?
It's just pretty iconic. I'm not gonna lie.
Nope.
It was so good. It's an easy to think through plot. Like you're probably gonna know what happens, even if I don't tell you, kind of thing. But it's so well shot, so well acted, and it's like Portrait of Dorian Gray, but like body horror. I think it's just below Pig for my favorite film of the decade.
Wow. Those are strong words, AJ. Those are strong words.
You still haven't seen Trap, so I mean, things
There's
can change.
there's
But I've
promising.
seen Trapped
Trap.
with a T, two T's.
Today, actually, Trap came up at work, and
Yeah.
I appreciated that distraction. I was like, "Thank you." I would like to talk about the fact that I don't think M. Night Shyamalan is a human being. It's one of my favorite subjects of discourse, so I was into it.
Well, and it was on my radar to watch Trap on my birthday when I had the day off, but you guys saw the news that I told you about the news I got earlier. I could have put that one on stream. But a lot of life happening for the What the Show crew right now.
So true.
Yeah.
I'm still
So
gonna be
true.
sad.
I remember you saying that, and I
Yeah.
would still really love to meet this person. And if they have a Wednesday night free coming up, let them know that we are ready and willing to have them on to chat.
We've discussed at some point. We haven't done a watch along in a hot minute. I think Trap would be an absolute wonderful movie to do a watch along to.
Hey, bartender. Can you
But
pour me
if
another
that
one?
friend came on for a watch along, we're not doing Trap. We're doing a J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie.
Also,
Any one of them.
Those are great. The first one's great.
yeah, I love
Yeah.
the first one.
And do you know why that friend would be
Not
a
even
great
mad at the
topic for
second
that?
No, I feel like I should know, but I'm
No.
not getting this reference.
I was reading the
14-3 friend. Not knowing Star Trek at all.
Oh,
Oh, got you. Yes,
I
see
just
now.
have
I see what you're saying.
yes.
Slaughter vomit dolls. Interesting. Y'all are watching some, I was gonna say cooler movies than I am, but I don't know if that's the right word either. Y'all are watching
August
some-
Underground is August Underground Mortem. Yeah. Okay. That I've
and
heard of.
Slaughter vomit dolls.
Slaughter Vomit Dolls. What?
Lego, you're out there doing the Lord's work. I refuse to watch both.
I mean, I've seen Solo.
Robert, are you telling me you know about both these? Am I the only person who doesn't know of these movies?
Which one?
Augustus Underground Mortem and Slaughter Vomit Dolls.
Yeah, I gotta say I don't know those.
It's decidedly not the right one. Well, I'm now gonna have to look up Slaughter Vomit Dolls on IMDb. Do I want to? Am I about to see things that are gonna disturb me? Probably. At this point, what do I have to lose? Guys, can we all start a GoFundMe to get Juice a new battery for his HHN?
So sad. I could try to rip it off, but I don't want to do that while I have liquids in the glass.
Well, even just the poster, which is a crude drawing, like it looks like a child drew it drawing, is disturbing. So I can't imagine the actual.
See, usually that's me. Like, you tell me that piece of information, like I'm in. But Lego is warning me super hard. And if Lego's warning me,
Oh, this is like this is a disturbing premise. I've now read the premise, and I'm. Oh.
I mean, I've seen Solo. I've seen what most people agree is like the worst.
It has a 2.3 rating on IMDb.
Oh,
2.3, it's impressive.
Yeah. Oh. This person reviewed it and said, an awful upchuck epic.
Upchuck.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
They-
even
they-
stuff like Terrifier is just like, okay, it sounds like if I was like studying and like I wanted to know more about the topic, I'd probably dig it, but like I'm not gonna do that to myself, kind of thing.
It's
Like-
it's a heavy topic of the film.
Oh, but the substance fucking rules. The fact that they call it Monstro Uluzasu.
That's what did it for you. That was it.
So this week I'm playing Juice in fantasy, and I almost pulled an ultimate dick move, but I decided against it because probably would have hurt me in the long run. Because Juice didn't have a quarterback on his roster, I almost grabbed Cooper Rush just to fuck with him, but I didn't. He did in fact grab Cooper Rush. So Juice will be starting Cooper Rush in fantasy football this week against me.
Also, I'm playing my arch nemesis Moose this week. And why is he arch nemesis? I don't know, because he decided he wanted to be my rival.
I literally asked Moose. So Moose does not have Messenger, so he just uses Twitter messages to communicate when it comes to things like that. So I just literally said to Moose, I'm like, what? In the entire league, who would you consider your rival? And his immediate response was Bethany.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, challenge accepted.
Yeah. Oh, mentioning Serbian film. Seen that one too. It's don't look up the premise of the Serbian film.
Okay.
Ever.
Noted.
And just
So the movie is called Serbian film, like
Serbian film. Yeah.
Oh, Serbian.
Just imagine if the worst person wrote Old Boy, but 10 times worse, and it's a drama and it's disgusting. Yeah, that's the closest I could say to what makes it relatable.
I love that the night that we were supposed to be talking about lighthearted stuff, we somehow gone on a tangent of body horror film.
Body horror film. Because it is
it's
Geoff Alterman's birthday.
Happy birthday, Geoff! What a jabroni.
You jabroni.
What? The scroll's so long. There he is.
There he is.
I wonder if it's this guy's, that guy's birthday
What if
too.
we shared the same birthday, y'all? Yes, plushies.
That's
look
plushies.
I can probably find his
Everyone to
LinkedIn.
another plushie.
Oh no! Didn't we discover that Jeff Alterman has a J?
Yeah, none of Jeff has a J.
Yeah, he's supposed to the normal way. So this
It's
plushie
jabroni.
is a funny story. I had an Ewok plushie and a pork plushie that I gave my nieces to walk down the aisle with at our wedding. And I love my little Wicket plushie. And I bought him at Hollywood Studios, and he was very special and near and dear to my heart. At my wedding, I don't know where these plushies went. They just went missing. We tried very hard to find them. We thought we'd gathered all our stuff. We called our wedding venue to see if they'd ended up in the lost and found. They were missing. So my very sweet mother scoured eBay to find me a replacement one. And this is him. So there you go. Heartwarming, guys. Look, heartwarming stories.
Juice could have told you about the flower girls walking into the ceremony, but somebody was late.
Listen here. Don't.
It wasn't my fault. I also could have made it if I had ran and ditched the rest of the crew. But I was
Whose
like,
fault was it?
well,
Kissing me ass. Anyways.
Larry's fault. Larry was the one that was like, we don't need to Uber till 20 minutes before. We don't need to get there beforehand. And I don't think I always think you show up at the specific time. Like I did tonight. I showed up at 9 p.m. But often I'll show up places at the time it says to be there, not early. And yeah.
It's a bold choice.
So I listened to Larry instead of being the one that was like, no, we got to make sure there's buffer time, traffic.
Infamous Orlando traffic,
I
y'all.
could have ran. I'm also gonna be pulling up something very exciting.
Ooh, intrigued. I'm into it.
It'll take me a minute though. So
So
it's in the world of Jeff Alterman.
Yeah. That
Let's
jabroni
get it
a
here.
Miss Orlando, like a pageant queen.
could have been.
So
Thank you. No, I wish.
so when you Google image Jeff Alterman,
Mm.
I'm just gonna I just screenshotted it and I'm just gonna upload it so that we have it forever.
Yeah.
We need to break this down. What it comes up when you Google image Jeff Alterman.
Okay.
Jeff Alterman with the show versus Jeff Alterman and being a phony is number 3 is fantastic.
I like that.
We have
What the show has
permanently
a couple-
altered the algorithm.
We've
Yes.
altered. So now any
That's
Jeff
all
Alterman that
money.
exists.
It
Oh,
has to
critic-
look at
the-
our stuff.
So yeah, we have random LinkedIn people. We have What the Show. We have somebody's Twitter post. Schmo Me the Money. More randos. That Bowfinger.
Yeah.
It says a Whitney Seibold thing.
Oh.
I should click on it and see what it
Yeah.
see where it connects to
Oh,
Jeff
that
Alterman.
one. Damn.
I miss
He's
Whitney
fantastic.
Seibold. Seeing him in video, he's always just like he's on my spectrum of weird.
He's a delight.
Yeah, right.
Truly.
But yeah, and then there's some Jewish stuff and a Holocaust survivor thing. At the
Oh,
bottom.
that got serious.
Real serious, real quick.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, sad.
But we're not talking about the election.
You
No.
know who wouldn't stand for any of this seriousness? Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore. They would bring levity to the situation by just going at it and duking it out, and both taking their 2-game
Right.
suspensions.
Like,
after
that's
they
tough.
punch
Real
each other
talk.
in the mouth.
Did you watch Double Dragon yet though?
I haven't had a chance to. I want Double Dragon remade with Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore as the starring role.
And Mark Dacascos can he can take the Robert Patrick role. But I think I'm saying that as like a compliment to Mark Dacascos because like Robert Patrick does work in this movie. Like he acted 10 times harder than he did in Terminator 2.
Yes.
When we meet up in Galveston, Texas to go to the only rainforest cafe that has a ride, can we all meet up wearing flag shirts? Because that would also make me happy. Flag. I think it's neat. Guys, what is the play? I'm looking at plays. When would we like to go? I feel like February is like an off time. March? I don't know.
So we're just going for like a couple hours and flying back, right?
Yeah.
We throw up, do that. Bounce.
We gotta get lunch.
We like all with our souvenir Rainforest Cafe cups. Get back on the plane.
Lunch at Torchy's Tacos, dinner at Rainforest, and go back.
No.
Should we also bring up the whatchamacallit? Our car wash fundraiser that we are hosting for TGI Fridays.
TGI Fridays needs help, everybody.
Listen, I understand that, Robert, but does it have a rainforest cafe with a ride? No.
Or even a Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah, does it have a rainforest cafe? Is there a rainforest cafe?
If there's a Rainforest Cafe or an Applebee's, I could be convinced.
I'm
I
certain they
think
have an
there's at
Apple.
least one Applebee's. What about TGI Fridays?
Okay, that's. I just need some place with the touch tubes.
All right. If we go February, no, wait. What was the cheapest flights I'm seeing here? Okay, February is a cheaper month. Let's see what's going on in April to go. Okay, for my birthday, if we go, I clicked on that and it makes it more expensive.
Yeah, it's not cheap. But flying out of Savannah, it's not cheap. I've learned this because it's no.
Guys, I can find a round trip for my birthday to Galveston for $279.
For just $300, we can go visit a Rainforest Cafe for a day.
Guys,
Just for the day.
Robert, I'm coming over.
Yeah, we're doing it. I can tell you
That's hilarious.
that Austin has an Applebee's because the greatest show that was ever filmed, Friday Night Lights, featured Applebee's, and it was filmed there.
Oh wait.
okay, so this is a weird thing. Your chain meal, like you could have one chain meal as your last meal. Like, so
Oh.
that has to be from a chain restaurant.
That's a tough question.
And that's your last meal
Oh,
ever.
man.
Not like you have to eat it multiple times. Like, you have to have the best version of this one
Close
time.
enough,
And
Robert.
then you turn out the lights, right?
Okay.
I am taking the quesadilla burger from Applebee's.
Wow.
Wow.
Man.
Wow. Okay, it has to come from a chain restaurant.
And you can't alter shit. You can't be like I want
Right.
a Taco Bell burrito, but I want to add potatoes now. No.
I don't
Honestly-
know. I really have to think on this. Guys, hold on.
Bethany, you get an allowance to make something vegetarian that's not usually vegetarian.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I honestly might actually go with Taco Bell because it truly is like comfort food. And I don't eat it a lot of. We have so many like local random stuff in my area. I don't really eat it. Oh, Buffalo Wild Wings. Oh, I'm stupid.
How
I'm so
did you
stupid.
not go beat
so
them?
stupid. I'm getting like as many traditional chicken wings with fries and ranch and cheese curds. And I mean, I'll take I'll max that budget out.
Yeah,
I would get-
unlimited budget.
If it's if you can order multiple
What
things.
is your answer, Bill?
If it has to be a chain,
Yeah.
Benny
It has to
Hanna
be
is
a
a
chain
chain.
restaurant.
Ooh.
Benihana
I
is
would
a
go
chain.
Choo
some
choo.
filet of chicken with a hibachi chef making a choo-choo and throwing shrimp in my mouth.
At where?
Okay, so
Yeah, whatever it is,
Oh,
it's
that-
gonna be
yeah.
French fries probably. But like, what is like my full meal?
and juice. What is the sauce of choice if you have to have one sauce from B-Dubs?
That's tough because I actually will like very often mix it up, and I wouldn't say I have a favorite, but I might, for old time's sake, just get honey barbecue, just because there are the only wings I like more than Buffalo Wild Wings in my town has like the best honey barbecue, so I usually never order honey barbecue it. But that is my ultimate favorite flavor.
Okay,
So
I learned something about you today.
I really enjoy like one of my go-to at most chain restaurants. You're like, this is, but like, I love a good house salad. Oh, wait, no. I know exactly what I want. I remember. I know what I want now. I would like Carrabba's. That's a chain. I would like Carrabba's because you get the bread, and then I would like the caprese salad, which is the mozzarella, the fresh burrata. I want that because that's always one of my go-tos with the fried zucchini. That would be my last meal. That's one of my go-tos at Carrabba's. Cheese and carbs is what I'd like.
I
to
don't
try.
feel like to make an amendment.
So here's the fun thing about the quesadilla burger: it's cheese and carbs,
It
but
is.
also, patty.
But burger.
I wish I had a black bean patty though, because like
I
barbecue.
used to love the chicken wonton tacos at Applebee's. I would eat them all the time on a shift. This was before I was a vegetarian, obviously. They even still have them, but that was like my go-to. And the pretzel rods were my go-to, like if I needed a little nourishment on shift.
You haven't born yet.
I need to know if the chicken wonton tacos still exist.
that's
This is
pretty
important.
funny.
Smoked brisket breakfast tacos. Shit.
It does sound pretty good.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
change my answer. My last meal is gonna be boy dinner.
If that's on the table. definitely would just choose
Very
that.
important to me. I need to know if the wonton tacos still exist. I want to know how much.
They're-
Die sober.
There should be a Duff Gardens in every city.
What are you gonna say in every jail? Like every execution lab or whatever you call it.
Not to bring up
mean-
the election, but you want to know what I'm really happy about? Not having to see political ads anymore. Everything else sucks, but the fact that I don't have to hear about how apparently every prisoner is transgender now because she's just going around making them all transgender is a real highlight of my life that I don't.
Yeah,
see.
and I just
Right.
me being in Wisconsin, like I was just a few days ago kind of realized that like where you live depends on how many ads you get, and I never thought about that. So yeah. Wisconsin, it's
Okay,
The one
every time we bring up the election from now on, I just want to say sorry
Sorry.
not to bring up the election. Sorry.
Wow, this menu is like the same. Like Applebee's has not done anything different in
Yeah.
18 years.
No. Oh
Say the
my
bowls
god.
are different. We did not
Okay,
have that.
so here's the thing. Not to bring up the election, but in the entire time that Obama was, president, we had a Quiznos in Nebraska.
Yeah.
Then Trump was president. We didn't have any Quiznos anymore.
Y'all,
Guess what happened 3 months ago? We got a Quiznos, which means we had one for Biden. Are we gonna have one in the future? Like,
Probably
just
not.
talking about. I don't want to get political.
Just
But
everywhere.
like Quiznos.
You can really taste the apple.
Listen, if you watch college football and a Texas team is playing, the amount I had to see Ted Cruz's ugly ass mother-ended mug, I was like, I can't watch any more A&M games. I can't watch Texas play. I just can't because I can't see that man's face anymore.
Like,
We're not bringing up the erection.
I've never been to a Quiznos either.
we're not bringing up Ted Cruz's 9/11 erection.
No,
Do you guys
We're
know
not-
that story?
no. Wait,
Oh.
do I? No, I don't think I do. No, I need to.
Back
know.
when likes were public on Twitter, he liked a porn post on 9/11.
Oh.
That is
That's
wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like that's awkward for
hilarious.
someone who is in politics too. Oh god.
Literally, it's my next cheat day when I have a cheat day from Sodium, but I don't get one for another month because
I'm ready.
like your boy got some Taco Bell. I got a green burrito yesterday. Like
a lot of
that's
subplaces, but not Quiznos. Do you think Quiznos or Firehouse is better, AJ, in your humble opinion?
Quiznos.
We like
Better
no
bread.
Quiznos area.
Boy, did I.
Jersey Mike's is the best. Jersey Mike's is the best sub place.
I do like Jersey Mike's.
But it's like Jersey Mike's, then Quiznos, then Jimmy John's, then Firehouse.
I have some more sad news. This is going to be sad news day for the juice. And I think Bethany particularly will find this tragic. The restaurant that I work at has like a complete new menu change.
Yeah.
And they used to like make us food all the time because we had a lot of like French fries and all these things. No French fries on our menu.
Boycott. I'm boycotting Juice's restaurant.
Restaurant and not have French fries. That is
It's-
honestly an atrocity.
The saddest thing.
Do you still have
the
like
worst-
waffle fries or?
No, we're going like you get chips. It's homemade like kettle chips. But we're
Chips?
like
No one in the
rebranding.
history of ever has been like, you know what I would prefer
I know,
over
I
French
hate
fry
chips.
right now? A potato chip. No.
But
Get the hell out of
Okay, if it's
No,
new
if
if
direction.
it's how in-house made chips, yes,
No.
but it's not that.
I like, don't get me wrong, this girly pop loves a potato chip, but if you were like, hey, what do you want more than anything on planet Earth? French fries, always.
Yeah.
The answer is always French fries. It is literally
like, you
the greatest food that has ever
can
been
have
bestowed
the- yeah,
upon
you
us
can
as
the worst
humanity.
day at work, and then there's some French fries sitting there, and it just makes everything better.
Yes, it really does. Wow, now you just have to eat potato chips? Nobody wants that.
You know what else makes things better?
No.
Marshawn Lattimore going ape shit on Mike Evans.
Yeah. And we don't get that anymore because the fucking Saints traded Lattimore.
Not the commies. No, the commies.
And they already played the Bucks this year. So we've been deprived of a fight opportunity.
We're doomed in more ways than one. But we're not talking about that right now.
Mike
All I'm
Evans,
saying is,
We're
women in
talking
America should have access to a good Marshawn Lattimore fight. If the circumstance arises, which it doesn't happen every year, it rarely happens, but like that kind of self-care, that kind of care should be available. You know,
I agree. It should be.
I needed the side table.
That was needed always. French fries
it's
inside.
an emotional support.
like, do you
side
think
table.
the Saints
Emotional support side
thought
table.
about that at all?
Which
I
I
don't think
looked
they
the
thought
right way
about our wants or our needs in this decision.
Well,
It's like the Saints were like, I'm really upset about the cost of milk, and that is more important to me than the rights of the football watching public, is what they thought.
Bethany, have you seen?
It's depressing for the football watching public.
Have you seen the Pope posting stuff about like All Saints Day, and then like people like quote tweeting him, "Your Holiness, they're 6-2."
They're 2-6. Yeah, they're 2-6.
You know what, guys?
2-6.
2024 hasn't brought me a lot of good things recently, but Florida State is 1-7. So there's that. I got that going for me. You know what I mean? We'll just hang on.
We'll hang on to that. In more sad juice news, I'm gonna dip out. I know the show's kind of almost over, but
Can we talk about your friend you're going to visit? He's done public Facebook posts.
yeah, for sure. But Jacob, obviously, loser of 13-14.
Iconic.
But which we joke about. But he is actually a very, of course, a very, very close friend. And yeah, his son was born a month ago, and yeah, he's gonna be 100% deaf. So I'm starting to learn sign language.
Yes, I love that.
That's hello.
I know. Stop jumping on the turtle if you need that at any point. It might be helpful. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I've got like
Yoda is this that will be helpful.
I do want to know like how nerdy can we like get with this? Like
Yeah.
Oh,
me and
can
my
we do
friends have
sign
full-
language dog whistles for the video listeners?
maybe I'll try to practice signing sign an episode.
Yeah,
just
if
in the
you
corner.
need some help, I'm telling you, Weird Al interpreters will get you some really nerdy signs, and it's good. It's quality
Word.
content. So if you
Word.
just look up some Weird Al shows,
And,
see if you can find one with an interpreter, and you'll learn some great stuff.
That's great.
real quick, if you're signing with one hand, that's a speech impediment, not a stutter, because it's literally impeding your speech. Anyways,
You could get a sign name, Juice, and that's such a high honor. I've always wanted a sign name. If anyone out there in the deaf community would like to give me one, I would feel very honored. Thank you.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, how do you? Yeah, is there Justin? But all right, I haven't learned goodbye yet, so I'll just do my usual.
Squeeze it easy, Juice.
Squeeze it easy. I gotta learn how to say that. Oh, I almost ended the
Yes.
stream. Sorry. I'll see you.
Bye, Juice.
that would have been great.
So good.
But yeah, all the love to the Whitnaven family.
Yes.
Best of luck.
Jacob, like we
Hey,
gave him
mazel
so
tov on
much
your
shit.
happy little bundle of joy.
Yeah. We gave Jacob so much shit, but like when I was Facebook friends with him, like I just keep on seeing all this uplifting stuff, and it's like
Yes. Oh,
eh.
oh, baby.
We're all rooting for baby Whitney.
Yes, you're gonna be an absolute star, my
And you're
friend.
going to be a very
I'm
mediocre
believing, the
player.
baby's name is Hudson. by the
Anyway.
We will
way.
love you anyways.
Don't listen to your dad. Listen to Moose.
It's true.
Baby's name
You
is
know-
Hudson, by the way. And by the way, we saw a friend of the show, Adelaide Hudson, in the chat a few times earlier tonight. We should have them on soon, like just a thing, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Been a while.
So,
It's
it's been a while.
That's obviously the only appropriate response to when you hear that. Mhm.
There's apparently like a study done from some university in psych, like about how like millennials hearing "it's been a while" will do that.
Listen, millennials, man, you know, we get shit on a lot, but I think we're all right. And that's one of the reasons why. It's been a while. Wow.
It's that good.
I just want everyone to know that
You're
tonight,
the toilet bowl.
ew, a few things that brought me joy. One, this stream. Thanks everyone for just coming on here and not talking about the erection. Two, my plushies, always, and my dog, and this guy right here. And number three, as always, TJ Lavin, a real fucking American hero. We watched the challenge tonight, as we do on Wednesdays with the new season airing, and I needed that in my life. I truly was like, thank you. Thank you, TJ Lavin.
We needed.
How much are we oversharing on tonight's stream?
As much as you want, I guess.
My thing that brought me joy was this afternoon. My entire family took the night after the erection off because I mean sometimes you're sore. But hanging out with my brother and my mom watching an episode of Tulsa King, and this character comes on. I'm like, I'm sitting with my family, and I don't know if that's the guy, like the main character from Showgirls, and I don't want to call it out, right?
Yeah.
And then I look up like the cast list for Showgirls, and I forgot that Kyle MacLachlan was the main character from Showgirls. Kyle MacLachlan's not in Tulsa King, by the way. It was way off. And then I just thought about Kyle MacLachlan's filmography, and I feel like we need a Kyle MacLachlan night scene. Like, just talking about like the 1984 Dune. Mike, you're gonna like it way more. Or like Portlandia.
The bar is real low for him, so yes.
It's as much of a comedy as Dune Part 2, but for all the wrong reasons. It was directed by David Lynch, if we don't know that part. So Kyle MacLachlan, I just want to say, you have the power to do what Mike Pence didn't, if you're brave enough.
I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
You're a jabroni.